I'd like to call the meeting to order. Can we please start with the flag salute?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will we please have a moment of silence to remember the service and sacrifices of the armed service members who protect our nation and the first responders who protect our neighborhoods. Clerk, can we have the roll?
Councilman Freelander.
Here.
Councilwoman Noon. Here. Councilman Brooks.
Here.
Councilman Sackett.
Here.
Councilwoman Brooks. Here. Councilman Quinn.
Here.
Councilman Wojtovich.
Here.
Council Vice President Salberg.
Here.
Council President Morrison.
Adequate notice of this meeting was provided to the Daily Record and the Star Ledger, the official newspapers for the Township of Rockaway. Notice was posted on the official bulletin board of Rockaway Township, the Township website, and notice was filed in the office of the Township Clerk. I would like to make a motion for the approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilman Freelander.
Yes.
Councilwoman Noon.
Yes.
Councilman Brooks.
Abstain.
Councilman Sackett.
Yes.
Councilwoman Brooks.
Yes.
Councilman Quinn.
Yes.
Councilman Wojtovich.
Yes.
Council Vice President Salberg.
Yes. That's 7 yeses, 1 abstention. Motion passes. All right, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Council Vice President. Excuse my back again. So, couple things to do tonight that would be fun to start the meeting with. One is to honor somebody who served our community for a long time and served our country also. So, Mr. Washington, can you come on up here? So, for those of you who don't know, this is Dave Washington. I know it's Dave Washington because it says a proclamation. I only know him as Mr. Washington from the planning board meetings. So, Dave has been on the planning board since 1969. Probably before a lot of the people were born here. You were on the planning board. So, besides that, he's a military veteran. He served our community for many years. And, this is going to be his last year in the planning board. He has personal matters to take care of, so I wanted to honor him with a proclamation. So, Dave, I'm going to read this. Whereas service to community which benefits the common good is necessary and honorable, for over half a century, David Washington has committed himself to the service of the residents of the Township of Rockaway. Whereas after serving our country in the Navy and before becoming a licensed architect in 1975, David Washington joined the Rockaway Township Planning Board in 1969. Whereas over the past 55 years, Dave Washington has volunteered his time and energy to the township through his own service on the planning board, all while operating his own architectural firm. Therefore now, I, Joe Jackson, Mayor of the Township of Rockaway, do hereby share a heartfelt appreciation and congratulations to Dave Washington for his 55 years of stellar service and extraordinary contributions to the community. I call upon citizens of the Township of Rockaway to wish him good health and happiness in his life that he shares with his wife of almost 60 years, Alice, his son and daughter-in-law, and his 2 grandchildren. So thanks, Dave, for all you did.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then, Chief, you want to come up? If we get the 4 new officers to come up here. So it's always, as our town continues to grow, and so does our police force for public safety. It's great when you have, 3 of these new officers actually grew up in Rockaway. And that's a great story, right? They were born here, they grew up here, and now they're police officers here protecting our community. So, Chief, I'll turn over to you.
Well, I would just like to introduce for the first time our recent graduates from the Police Academy. Brandon D. Toronto, congratulations on a job well done. So we like to welcome to the Rockaway Township Police Department, and now they're on to their next phase, their field training. So congratulations, and we all wish you well.
Thank you, Councilman.
All right, next we have open to the public. I would like to read a statement first. Before opening the public portion of this meeting, I want to remind everyone of the rules that apply to everyone who wants to address the council. Any member of the public wishing to address the council will have 3 minutes to do so. While an extension of time may be requested, it should not be assumed that an extension of time will be granted. While addressing the council, members of the public may not address or question any individual council member. If anyone addressing the council violates these rules or conducts themselves inappropriately, their speaking opportunity will be terminated, and they will be instructed to return to their seat. A refusal to comply will result in removal from the room. Members of the public in attendance may not make comments from the audience without recognition by the chair. Persons doing so will be subject to removal from the room. As Council Vice President, I have tremendous respect for my fellow council members and the public who take the time and effort to attend council meetings. These rules are necessary to protect and respect, but also to permit the council to do its business in an orderly and professional manner. Go ahead. Now, Mr. Tucker Kelly. And if you could please state your name and address.
It's Tucker Kelly, 16 Megan's Road. And Council Vice President, just to make sure that some of the statements that you made can't trump Title 10 under the Open Public Meeting Act. So I just want to make sure that we're clear on that we don't violate anybody's rights and constitutional rights as well, especially First Amendment. If any of you remember, on the 12th of November, I had come here and I had some massive concerns about Councilman Doug Brooks participating in the chicken ordinance while he's actually operating like a poultry farm at his house over on 554 Mount Hope Ave. And at that particular time, there was a lot of issues that were raised. There were some photos, there was some documentation. And now, researching even more documents through state, county, and local, it shows that not only has Mr. Brooks violated local ordinances that we had and participated unethically into these ordinances concerning the chickens and poultry, he also has gone beyond with building without any permits, approvals, zoning approvals, engineering approvals, and even having stop work orders from the Soil Conservation District dealing with his property, 554 Mount Hope Avenue. Now, Mr. Brooks is a licensed architect in the state of New Jersey. He's also a director of construction in Clean Vapor LLC, and he's a council member, and he was a coach.
I will ask that again. You do direct your questions towards the council. And
I'm looking at the entire
member,
council, Council Vice President, and any time that you take from me, I would hope that I would get it back. But with that, we now have Mr. Brooks having his family and other members living in this house without any temporary COs, not any permanent COs, and
Again,
without
Mr.
any
Kelly,
approvals that
I
are
do
there.
respect your time, but I do ask that you do respect the wishes of the council to direct the whole council and not.
I am directing to the whole council. I'm not looking at Mr. Brooks directly. I'm looking at you. Is there another way that you wanted me to look at the council?
Well, not look, but address.
Okay. Do you want me to pan left and right in order to address the council?
Not necessary.
Okay.
Just if you could please.
Again, if I could have my time back that you've taken to me.
Mr. Kelly, I really don't think your matters have
So,
any bearing on
Again,
any
Mrs.
business
Brooks,
that
I
needs to be
believe that
done
you would
today.
be, you're actually
So-
interrupting me in my time,
No, I think that,
and you would be in
like usual,
conflict
Mr. Brooks,
supporting
you've come to
your
a meeting.
brother-in-law in regards to the issues
Mr.
that I
Kelly,
have.
you like to come to meetings, you like to disrupt business.
So,
If you have a problem with
Council
concerns,
Vice
you direct it
President,
to
I
the
don't remember Mrs.
administration.
Brooks being recognized to interrupt me while I have my time.
No, she was not recognized, but also I would
Thank
ask
you.
you to respect the wishes to address questions regarding the entire council and not identify.
Well, I'm not
one
asking any
individual.
questions, I'm only making statements. I can't question you as you won't answer anything that I have. So, what we have here, though, in regards to these issues.
Mr. Iacofano, would this be considered a violation of the statement that we laid? Excuse me? Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Proceed.
Again, if I could have my time that you've taken.
Your
from
time
us,
has been
I
taken.
appreciate it. So with all this being said, we now have the Department of Community Affairs and Regulatory Affairs that are involved. We have a transfer of this because of conflict with our current construction official, because of the statutes that we have under 523 4.5J with the Uniform Construction Code. But more concerning of this is that Mr. Brooks's property, which is an 8-bedroom home, just under 4,500 square feet, just under 3.5 acres, is actually at a less assessment than some of you that have half the size of the home and a minimize of the amount of acreage that are there. So like Mr. Witowick, you have 1 acre on your house, you pay the same amount of taxes, and you're under 3,000 square feet than Mr. Brooks with something almost 4,500 square feet. He's got an expansion on the pool. He's got a pool house that he created out of a detached garage with facilities and living capabilities. And I'm just wondering, what is this council doing? See, at one time, this council tried to make a motion to create an investigatory committee to look into another council member receiving his own email on his personal email. But I don't see this council exercising the right under the Faulkner Act, under 4069A 37.1 or 37, to create an investigatory committee to see why Councilmember Brooks, who's also a licensed architect in the state of New Jersey, has not had any approvals, any inspections, working without permits, not updating permits, avoiding tax assessors to come into the home, basically because of the incorrect assessments that we have going on. The rest of the taxpayers are paying the burden of him not paying his fair burden of share of taxes like the rest of you are, those who don't rent. So what I'm saying is, what is the council going to do? I would request from the floor that you make a motion, there's a second to the motion, to investigate the practices that Council Member Doug Brooks is doing on that property, violating zoning, engineering, and construction codes and ordinances within Rockaway Township. And mind you, because of Mr. Brooks, this township is also being sued for allowing a sexual predator in his baseball program that molested a 15-year-old boy. So there's a lot of things that we have going on here, and all of you, Mrs. Brooks right here is actually sticking up for her brother-in-law, and she probably swam in that same pool without any permits, or used the elevator that he installed in his own house. Did you enjoy that elevator ride?
Council President?
So, with that, I look forward to your motion to make that investigatory committee. Thank you.
Is there anyone in the public that would also like to speak? Seeing none. Let's move on to consent agenda.
Council Vice President, would it be
Please.
appropriate just to declare the public session closed at this point?
Very good, thank you. Open to the public, speaking is closed. Thank you, Mr. Yachafano. For the consent agenda, we have items R-24212 through R-24-224 and R-24-226. Can I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Clerk, please take a roll.
Councilman Freelander?
Yes.
Councilwoman Noon?
Yes.
Councilman Brooks?
Yes.
Councilman Sackett?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brooks?
Yes.
Councilman Quinn?
Yes.
Councilman Wojtovich?
Yes.
Council Vice President Selberg?
Yes. That's 8-0, motion passes. I believe now we're going to be going into a closed session. So can I have a motion to go into closed session?
I'll make the motion. Would you want?
Do we want to do reports first?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that works, yep. Get that out so we can get these folks home. That's perfectly fine. I'll start to my right. Again, please limit to 5 minutes. Councilman Quinn?
Thank you. All right, so the planning board, we have a meeting Monday night, so we'll see how that goes. David will be there. And the rec committee has been working its due diligence on trying to come up with a plan for all of the different programs to have a boilerplate so that the township attorney and administration will look at it. If it gives its blessing, it will become part and parcel so that this way the rec department will have a boilerplate that they can work off of for all the various teams and programs. Following that, we had the Santa Claus come to town at the gazebo on the fire truck. That was fun. The kids all loved it. We had a great time. This Thursday is the football dinner for the Rockets, our kids that are graduating out of the program and will be going to the high school, the boys and the girls. I wish them all the luck in the world and hope they have a safe and happy high school program. And seeing this is our last meeting before Christmas, I wish everybody Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa to all. Thank you.
Councilman Sackett?
Just question real quick. Was Mr. Morrison okay? I didn't receive any email or anything, just making sure he's okay.
He's perfectly fine,
Okay,
yes, on
thank you,
his travel.
thank you. I was surprised when I came here, so thank you. Just wanted to wish everyone a happy holiday season. Thank you.
Councilman Brooks?
Thank you, Council Vice President. First off, I just want to say yesterday I attended the Copeland band concert. Had a great time. The kids are very talented, and it's a good thing that we continue to have the arts in our school. Secondly, just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and a great New Year. See you guys on the 7th.
Thank you. Councilman Vojtovich?
Yes, I'd like to thank Mr. Washington for his service, and like the mayor said, I am one of those people that wasn't even a thought for another decade after he joined the board. Congratulations to our four new officers. Thanks to the administration, because obviously the council approves the budget for expanding public safety, and to see the administration act on it and follow through and act on the budget that we approve, it's great to see. And that's it. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Councilwoman Brooks?
Just want to remind everyone, tomorrow evening at 7:30 in the Copeland cafeteria is the last Board of Ed meeting for the year. And also, it was awesome to see that they finally had a ribbon cutting for the Veteran Center over at County College of Morris. If anyone's not aware what the area that they've designated over there is doing, it's really, it's designed to provide the dedicated space for veterans across the Veterans Affair, educational benefits, academic career services, counseling services, and they'll also connect our veterans with county, state, and federal resources right there on campus. So it's a really nice addition to not only the County College of Morris, but Morris County. And just wish everyone happy holidays.
Thank you. Councilwoman Noon?
Yes, I'm just ditto to Mr. Quinn's statement about Santa coming. That was always fun. That's always a fun time. Looking forward to the menorah lighting ceremony. We do not yet, I don't think. But happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you next year.
And Councilman Friedlander?
Thank you, Council President, for tonight. I just want to say I was at the we had a historical meeting, and the discussed was the mines and the railroads in Rockaway Township going back to the beginning. And it's amazing what this town has as far as a history. The library had its meeting beginning of the month, and they talked about applying for a grant for the Hibernia branch, which is a historical building. And you could see if you go by, they cleaned up the front, repaved the parking lot, and we got a couple more spots for people to park. The other committees didn't meet yet, so that'll be in January. There was one other thing I had, but you know what? Let's wait on that. Just have yourself a Merry Christmas, a Hanukkah, a New Year. Enjoy with your family, because I, for one, that could say it's very precious, and you never know what can happen to somebody. So, take care.
Thank you. Mr. Yatrafano?
Thank you, Council Vice President. No report per se. Congratulations to Mr. Washington for his service on the planning board for all those years. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year to everybody, but I'll probably see you anyway.
Mayor Jackson?
Thank you, Council Vice President. Few things. Thank you again, Mr. Washington. I think you'll probably hear that a lot tonight, and you'll probably hear it on Monday. We got to have cookies or something, right, at the meeting on Monday? We got to do something for you, Mr. Washington, but appreciate your years of service and everything you've done.
It better not be 40 years old, though.
The Legion on the 30th had pictures with Santa to raise some money. It was very good. The Heroes for Helpers event at Target, and I hope the chief talks about it a little bit, was a great event. Probably had over, I think there were at least a dozen police officers helping the PAL Challengers shop. They all, and it was a great partnership with Target. I think they each had a $100 gift card. And it was just a really special evening. Again, the tree lighting, I think, went off without a hitch, but I will say it's nice when you show up there and the entire command staff for the police department's there showing their support. It's really nice to see. On the 7th, Manny and I did a ribbon cutting with Treasures Remembered. Really cool shop, little, I don't know, you call it a boutique, Manny, maybe, or something like that. Like, she yeah. It's just a small shop, but she does a lot of craft things and all that. And with that said, I'll read about Dave Dyer connected with her. So her name is Dina. Dina grew up in Hawthorne, New Jersey. Earned her BFA in wood turning and sculpture from William Patterson University. Her creative journey began as a wood turner and later as a model maker for a lamp manufacturer. Her passion for sculpting truly came alive when she created a personalized cross in memory of her father. That single heartfelt project marked the beginning of Treasured Embraced. What started as a small endeavor creating custom crosses to create special events quickly grew. Eventually, she established a kiosk in the Rockaway Mall where she spent the past 5 years expanding her offerings and connecting to a larger audience. Her product line has evolved from personalized crosses to laser engraved gifts, home decor, and promotional merchandise. Today, with the opening of the storefront, Treasure Embrace, Dina remains dedicated to offering meaningful, high-quality items that celebrate life's milestones and bring joy to customers. She's excited about the new chapter, building relationships within the community and collaborating with other local businesses to grow and thrive. You can visit our Facebook site to see more about Treasures Remembered and find out more about Dina. Saturday, there was a vendor fair at Pondview this past Saturday, I think it was, on the 8th. I also wanted to, I think I mentioned it last meeting, but I'll just read this. Sue Gabe from our rec department was recognized as the 2024 Municipal Alliance Volunteer of the Year for our MAC. So, for Rockaway Township MAC. So, Susan Gabe has been dedicated member of Rockaway Township Municipal Alliance for 5 years and currently serving as Municipal Alliance chairperson. She has assisted and expanded all Alliance programs that serve senior citizens, building a strong relationship with the seniors of Rockaway Township. As the chairperson, she supervises the completion of all grant paperwork while leading the Alliance and balancing professional and personal responsibilities. Susan Gabe's commitment to the health of Rockaway Township make her deserving recipient of the Morris County Municipal Alliance Volunteer of the Year Award. And in terms of the menorah ceremony, I'll let, when we get to Mr. Dyer, I'll let him speak to it, so I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Ms. Palmieri?
Yes, thank you. The note sale that I reported on last council meeting is scheduled to close this Thursday. I'm asking the council members and anyone who happens to have a budget book from last year that you would like to recycle, I would appreciate it if you would bring them to maybe the next council meeting or two. If you want to keep it, that's fine, but if you're looking to let it be recycled, I appreciate it if you could turn it in. Other than that, I just want to wish everyone a happy holiday season. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ferranti.
Yes. First, thank you, Mr. Washington, for your service. It is a volunteer position, so thank you for coming out every Monday, once a month, away from your family. You will be missed, and your colorful comments to developers will be missed. Just an update on a couple of projects, working with DPW and municipal and our utilities on the improvements to Reservoir Road. You'll see that New Jersey Natural Gas is getting in there ahead of our improvements, so thank you for your patience as they have their detours. So Reservoir Road, working also with DPW and utilities on their new utility building at 17 Old Middletown, working through the numerous submittals to get that building built. Working also with DPW and utilities, Parks and Rec, on improvements to Peterson, so you should start to see those as well. But first is going to be improvements to Richard Street over in Birchwood. So, and that's it.
Thank you, Mr. Talbot.
Yes, thank you, Council Vice President. Just really quickly, we had two successful flu clinics for residents recently. Also had two cold but well-attended rabies clinics, the most recent of which was Saturday 3 days ago. And just wanted to mention that we have more flu vaccine. If any residents are interested, they can reach out to our nurse, Maureen Weller, and can make an appointment and come in at their convenience for a shot. And happy holidays to the governing body and to the public.
Thank you. Chief Scheer?
Thank you. Mr. Washington, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for the time that we served together on the planning board, although I was not there for 40 years, so, but thank you. The police department had the wonderful opportunity to participate in the Heroes and Helpers, so we had many of our officers attend over, which was supported by Target. It was a well-attended event. There was nothing more joyful than the happiness and joy that it brought with all of the children to be able to do that shopping. Who doesn't like presents, right? So that was exciting. The officers enjoyed it. We also had the opportunity to stop in at the tree lighting ceremony and Santa. We will be attending over the weekend. We have another Shop with a Cop event being held at Walmart this weekend, so we look forward to doing that. As far as the production from the police department this month, we had 3,068 calls to service and/or incidents that were recorded, 79 motor vehicle crashes, 392 motor vehicle encounters, 10 domestic violence incidents, 130 medical, fire, and/or 911 calls, 2 DWIs, 64 alarm responses, 4 community policing events, 1,679 residential, commercial, and school property checks, 12 assist other agencies, and officers issued 263 motor vehicle summonses for the month of November. Everybody enjoy your holidays. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Dyer?
Good evening. I'm hoping to have a date for the menorah lighting here shortly, and I'll get an email out to everybody. But I also wanted to, again, as the mayor touched on it, congratulate Sue Gabe on Volunteer of the Year. You know, Sue Gabe, there's a lot of special people that work in this building, and Sue Gabe is number one. We all know it in this building. She's professional, hardworking, kind-hearted. I can't think of anyone else where all 26,000 residents, sooner or later, are going to run across Sue Gabe. Recreation, sports, summer camp, Mount Hope Pond, dial-a-ride, senior group meetings, senior exercise, gazebo concert series, Meals on Wheels, pet licensing, takes care of the lobby. She even takes care of when you lose your dollar bill in the vending machine. So I just wanted to congratulate her once again. She is, you know, they say America runs on Duncan, Rockaway runs on Gabe. So I'm proud to work with her, and just want to congratulate her again. That's it.
Thank you. Mr. Coward?
No report, just Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy all holidays.
All right, thank you, everyone. So now we are going to go into a closed session. So let me please have a motion.
So moved. Second.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilman Freelander?
Yes.
Councilwoman Noon?
Yes.
Councilman Brooks?
Yes.
Councilman Sackett?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brooks?
Yes.
Councilman Quinn?
Yes.
Councilman Wojtovich?
Yes.
Council Vice President Salberg?
Yes. That's 8 yeses. Motion is approved. We shouldn't be more than a half hour. If it should take any longer, we'll be sure to notify the public. Thank you. present? All right. I'd like to make a motion to come out of closed session. Can I have that motion?
I'll second it.
Clerk, please read the roll.
Councilman Freelander,
Yes?
Councilwoman Noon,
Yes.
Councilman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilman Sackett,
Yes.
Councilwoman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilman Quinn,
Yes.
Councilman Wojtovich,
Yes.
Council Vice President Salberg.
Yes, that's 8 yeses, motion passes. All right, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn our meeting.
So moved.
Second.
And a motion by consensus. All in favor, say aye.
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 All right, thank you. Good evening. Happy holidays.
You too, Jess.
Thank you.
You guys, bye-bye.